Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. I'm the Young Centrist yet again. In this video, it's going to be another discussion video, and it's going to, in this discussion video, it's going to be about capitalism versus socialism. And I picked this topic and discussion to talk about because it's an interesting topic and discussion that's being debated on right now between the Democrats and the Republicans right now. So I found this could be a very interesting topic to start debating about on this channel. So how I want to begin is talking more is the definitions of both capitalism and socialism. Um, in capitalism, it is an economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit rather than by the state. While in socialism is a political and economic theory of social organization which advocates that the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. It's an economic system where everyone in society equally owns the factors of production. The ownership is acquired through a democratically elected government. It can also be a cooperative or a public corporation where everyone owns shares. Um, while and now since you know the definitions of both capitalism and socialism, here are some of like the characteristics. In a capitalistic society, it's the lack of a government intervention, means of production owned by private firms, goods and services distributed or according to price mechanisms. Um, in socialism, it attributes to the factors of production are owned by everyone. The factors of production are valued by the usefulness to people. It attributes to allocation decided by a central plan, and is attribute from each according to their ability, and each according to their contribution. And while in capitalism, the factors of production are owned by the individual. Factors of production are valued solely based on profit. Allocation in capitalism are decided by the law of demand and supply. It, and in capitalism, it attributes to from each according to their market decides things. Another thing to according to their it also attributes to according to their wealth as well. So now, since you know some of the characteristics of capitalism and socialism, um, here are some of the pros and cons. So some of the pros with capitalism is that it provides the incentive for the rich to encourage innovation. Firms have incentive to be efficient. Consumers free to choose products that they desire. Prevents large bureaucratic government. Better than alternatives. Incentives to work hard. Rewards talent and achievement and promotes personal liberty. While some of the cons of capitalism is that firms can gain monopoly and exploit consumers. Firms with monopoly power can pay low wages. Externality can damage the environment, tend to lead to large inequalities, prone to boom and bust in economic cycles. And some of the pros and cons of socialism is that some of the pros in socialism is that under socialism, workers are no longer exploited because they own the means of production. Profits are spread equitably among all workers according to their individual contribution. But the cooperative system also provides for those who can't work. It meets their basic needs for the good of the whole society. The system eliminates poverty. It provides equal access to healthcare and education. No one is discriminated against. Everyone works at what one is best at and what one enjoys. If society needs jobs to be done that no one wants, it offers higher compensation to make it worthwhile. While some of the cons of socialism is that the biggest disadvantage of socialism is that it relies on the cooperative nature of humans to work. It ignores those within society who are competitive, not cooperative. Competitive people tend to seek ways to overthrow and disrupt society for their own gain. Capitalism harnesses this greed is good drive. Socialism pretends it doesn't exist. As a result, socialism doesn't reward people for being entrepreneurs. It struggles to be as innovative as a capitalist society. And a third disadvantage is that the government has a lot of power. This works as long as it represents the wishes of the people, but sometimes the government leaders in a socialist economy abuse this position and claim power for themselves. Um, so, so now since you know the pros and cons of capitalism and some of the characteristics of both economic systems, um, here, this is my thoughts on this whole discussion debate. To be honest, in my opinion, as an American, I lean towards capitalism because I think it fits American society, that fits American culture, and it fits the idea that we have the personal liberty, the freedom, and the choice to pursue a life that we want. And if we want our dreams and our freedom and our liberty to come true, We have to work hard. We have and we have to find our talent in life to pursue our dreams and to pursue the things that we want to achieve. If it is becoming elected as the next president of the United States, being elected governor of any state, or building a business, becoming a CEO, we all have to. It all takes. It provides. It's a. We always have to show hard work and hard work in order for our dreams to become a reality. So it's the idea of personal liberty, why I think capitalism really fits more into American society. But that doesn't mean America should implement some areas of socialism, because I think some areas of socialism is actually good, can be actually good for us. Um, like for instance, with one of the pros of socialism is that it eliminates poverty, because right now America has there's a huge gap of inequality in this country, and I'm not saying like income and wealth inequality is not always a bad thing, because we're always going to have inequality, because you're always going to have people, because everyone is different in the world. Everyone has different talents and different skill sets. But it's I don't like it when people I feel very heartbroken when people don't have their dreams become a reality, when people end up living on the streets and end up living in poverty. I don't want to see that. I want to see all Americans prospering in America. I want to see all Americans having the tool sets that they need to building their future that they want, and being able to follow their dreams until they can make their dreams become a reality. So in my opinion, I think, but instead of in my opinion, um, capitalism has its pros, while socialism has its pros. Um, like um, like how in capitalism it provides the incentive to work hard, rewards talent and achievement. It encourages innovation, competition, which is with competition, it's always good to have that in society, because you're leading people to have gamble on new ideas. Um, and and with competition, it will lead to better quality on goods and services, um, cheaper prices, and the consumers will be better off, all thanks to competition. Um, and that's the one thing that I think that's what socialism struggles with. But I think the one area that I think capitalism, a good thing that socialism can bring is the cooperative system, and teaching everyone that we're all in this together. We are all a collective society, that we can all contribute to one another to make America a better place for everyone, making sure everyone is prospering, and we're making sure the basic needs of goods and services are met by the whole society, where everyone's not being left behind, when no one's being left behind, everyone is moving forward with us as one people. Um, so, um, but and another thing I would say is, I think the one thing I think socialism can really help us with that capitalism really cannot, is that in capitalism, one of the negatives that capitalism has is the firms can gain monopolies and exploit consumers. And while in so like the pro with socialism can bring is that workers are no longer exploited, and because they would own the means of production. And to be honest, and this is kind of true, because under a capitalist society, companies do exploit people and exploit workers. And I think realistically, we can bring some things that we can bring this what works with socialism and really end this type of exploitation, and making sure everyone is getting their fair share, everyone's benefiting in a collective society. So overall, I think instead of just uh, instead of picking a side, let's let's keep what worked with capitalism, and bring what works with socialism, and mix both the economic systems together into more of a mixed economy. Because when we have a mixed economy, I believe everyone will be prospering in America, because first of all, under socialism, it would not eliminate, it would finally eliminate poverty. It would provide equal access to like health care and education. No one's going to be discriminated against, where everyone's going to be treated fairly and equally, and everyone would have the freedom to pursue a life that they choose. And and we're making sure we're provide every and we're making sure the basic needs are for the good of society, for the good for is for the good of the whole society. And yeah, we're making sure we're bringing some cooperative systems into America where it provides for those who can't work, and the profits are spread, making sure profits are spread equitably among all workers, that's based on their individual contribution that they made to society, and making sure we're really ending exploitation on workers and consumers. While it's like the things we can keep with capitalism is to keeping the incentive to work hard, rewarding talent achievement, and promoting personal liberty, um, keeping that incentive to become rich and encourage innovation, and making sure we're promoting people to be becoming entrepreneurs that will always gamble on new ideas to innovate that will move our society forward. So overall, guys, keep the things what works with capitalism and socialism and just mix the economies together, and America will all prosper. But let me hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree with me that we should mix the economies? Or do you agree more with capitalism or socialism? Or did I forget some of the pros and cons of both economic systems? Or did I forget some of their did not mention any of their characteristics? Tell me why in the comment section below where you stand on this in this discussion debate. Um, but don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video to get this discussion even more rolling out and making sure we're making sure all Americans are debating on this issue of what they think and what we should do. Should we mix both economic systems? Should we go further to socialism or capitalism? But don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. And until next time, guys, this is Young Centrist, and I am out.